What's good, people? Welcome back to the channel. France have released their squad to play the All Blacks, and my word, this squad is no joke. There is a lot of players here that, yes, they are either uncapped or they are relatively inexperienced, but the talent on show here is crazy. Before I continue, please like and subscribe. It really does help the channel grow. And let's break it down 1 to 15, then we'll cover the replacements. So we are seeing Beria, Borlo, and Slimani in at the front pack. Big, strong. We know Slimani's power. Um, this still is a big side. They big. They very heavy. Definitely going to cause the All Blacks a little bit of issues here. Uradu and Dugui. This is the future that we are seeing here. Uradu is brilliant. He's quick on his feet. He's able to get the ball going. And he is also scary when it comes down to the lineouts. Whether they will be able to compete with the All Blacks in terms of the lineouts, I don't know. But this is still very, very good. We are taking consideration. A lot of their players are not here. And I swear, if France are able to come away with a win here, whoo, in my previous videos, I had a lot of All Blacks saying, "Are they going to win 3-0? Going to be straight out." If France can come away with a win here, guys, this will flip everything on its head. They played well up against England, but obviously a weakened England and the All Blacks, a strong All Blacks, are two completely different ball games, two completely different universes. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Because we both know both of these teams, they love to play that fast, quick, flary rugby. Not bad so far, not bad. In terms of our back row, we got Fisher, Guillard, and then Tissot. Guillard is a beast. In the Six Nations, we saw him playing at 5, I believe. He's big, he's fast, he's agile. I think he makes a brilliant 8. He's got everything you could potentially want. Plus, he also does give that covering for the 5 if needed. He does kind of stand out from the rest. So it's going to be interesting to see how he plays and how they are able to work that ruck ball, how they are able to work at the breakdown, because they're going to have to work their backsides off. There's going to be literally nothing needs to be left on that pitch. Everything needs to go in. Every last bit of ounce of blood, sweat, tears needs to be given and shown for them to get anything out of this game up against the All Blacks. We are seeing Nolan Le Garrec and Segon playing at 9 and 10. Obviously, we had Segon's with he had the little, they say, clothesline from Hull that he got up against England. Obviously, he's good. He actually had a pretty good game, and I think he's going to have another solid game here. But obviously, Nolan Le Garrec, in my opinion, he's one of these prodigies that we are going to see eventually taking over Antoine Dupont's spot when he does end up retiring. Le Garrec has so much potential. He's got everything you could potentially want as a 9. He's still developing, and he is still so elite, playing in top 14, playing well. And like I say, he's able to get into pretty much any other squad you could potentially want. A lot of top 10 teams in internationals in the world would probably have him, if not fighting for that second position as a starting 9. But he's behind Dupont on a general basis, So yeah, we have Le Garrec and Segon. In terms of our centers, we have Gaël Fickou and then Gaëtan. A little bit of, technique, strength, ball playing ability, ball carrying ability, a little bit of kicking, able to work that, that back line very, very well, able to really ruck well and just make space. They're gonna, especially Gaetan, he's gonna make space. He's gonna be, going into contact. Gaël Fickou, he's gonna be orchestrating that back line. He's gonna be playing with those little cheeky balls, opening up those inside channels, playing it off last second offloads. We've seen the talent that Gaël Fickou has. Obviously, he's captain for a reason, but I think this is a good squad. And then we look at our back 3. We got Villiers, we got Spring. I've never actually seen Spring play, so this is going to be interesting for me because he's quite, he looks quite interesting. Villiers, Mr. Pacey, able to break ankles at whim. He's still very raw though, very, very raw, and he's going to have to really put up a big performance here. And then at 15, we got Atisogbe. Atisogbe, I'm truly learning to love Atisogbe. Everything that he does is at like ×5 speed. He's just, he gets the ball, he gets something, things are happening, the game's moving, he's making space, he's making big runs, he's breaking the defensive lines, he's doing something, and he's got good coverage around the back row as well. So at Atisogbe, I cannot wait to see this guy. The future that I can see this guy have is ridiculous. So yeah, Atisogbe, and then our bench, well, the French bench, we have Bougarit, Malay, Montagne, Taufi Fanua, Woki, who he's actually eligible to play because they went through, I think, tribunal, and they found that his offense wasn't deserving of a red. So he's obviously available to play today. Fantonder, Jeannot, and Hastoy. Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Actually, now that I'm thinking, was it Hastoy that had the issue with Faye Waboso? I think it might have been Hastoy. But anyway, look, this is pretty strong. I'm not gonna lie, I am not upset with the squad. This is actually a strong squad. So let me know what you guys think, and catch you guys in the next one.